Hello, it's Betty Shan again, and I hope you've had a blessed day. This has been quite a day for me. I went to Sam's the other day and uh, picked up a few things, and two of the things that I picked up, I got some fresh asparagus, and I picked up some Brussels sprouts, and I cooked them today. And oh man, I had pots full of them, and just not too many people eating around here, so we may be eating Brussels sprouts and asparagus for a week. But anyway, we got those cooked and we've had a blessed day today, and it's been a nice day, and I hope you've had a real nice day today, that everything in your world has went like you wanted it to today. We get very few days that everything goes just like we want it to, but some days we're very fortunate. Things will work out and we start doing things, and everything goes great that day. And I just hope you've had a blessed day. I was just sitting here thinking about in the next day or two, I've got one of my stepdaughters, daughter number 2. She was the second little girl that my husband had when we got married. When me and Angel got married, well, this little girl was 2 years old. And I want to wish her a happy birthday today. Angela, I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you have a blessed year. And I just hope God blesses you deeply. She was a very sweet little girl. Let me tell you a little bit about Angie. There was 2 of the girls when we got married, and one of them, the oldest one, she was a little bossy thing. I mean, she just bossed everybody around, tell them what they need to do and what they didn't need to do. But when I got her, she was already in the first grade, or she was in kindergarten, fixing to go to the first grade. And she was just a bossy little outfit. But Angie was quite different. She was very quiet and shy, and she never said much. You never knew where Angie was at. You'd have to kind of play around with her to try to find out how she felt. And I remember different things happening, and she was just a different type of child. But she was really my first real baby, because she was just 2 years old when we got married in October, and she was born in September, and she was 2 years old when we got married. And that she was a blessing to my life. I love that little girl. I babied her. I sewed for her. I done everything I could, and I've got pictures still of my daddy sitting there, and she was feeding him popcorn. And of course, Mom and Daddy thought she was it too, because there wasn't any other grandchildren in the family. It was just me and my sister, and my sister wasn't married. There was no children there. So Angie was just a real gift to us, because she was such a sweet little thing. But I remember that as she was growing up, we had a neighbor, a real close neighbor, and he liked to watch the girls. He was interested in their life, since he knew the situation and everything, and he'd just sit outside sometimes and just watch the girls play. He just a real nice neighbor man. And one day he told me, he said, Miss Shan, said, that Angela is my pick of the kids. And I said, oh. He said, yeah. He said, and his wife walked up and she said, yeah. I said, Jerry just thinks that Angela's it. And I said, of course, that was fine with me, if that was his favorite, that was fine. I didn't have any favorites. I loved them all. So anyway, he said, I was out here working in my yard one time, and said, I didn't put my shirt on. And said, little Miss Angela come over the fence and told me, said, Mr. Stevens, I want to tell you something. And of course, she was just, at that time, she probably wasn't but 4 or 5 years old when she talked to him. And she said, I want to tell you something. And he said, what is it, Angela? He had played with her enough, that she knew who he was. And of course, we wasn't around. And she looked up at him. She said, Mr. Stevens, said, we don't believe in running around naked. We believe you have to have your clothes on. He had his shirt off, and so she was letting him know that we didn't believe in running around naked. Embarrassed me to death, but I was shocked that Angela would even do that, because she was so shy and timid. And then one time when she was in kindergarten, I got a phone call. They had taken all the children to the movie theater. And of course, our church teachings was we didn't go to the movie theaters. And Angela went, and her teacher couldn't get her to go in the inside. And she said, Miss Shan said, I've tried to make her go in. I tried doing everything. But she told me she was not going into that movie theater. And she said she didn't want to be lost. And I told the teacher, I said, she doesn't understand. They were showing them a child's movie. There wasn't nothing wrong with the movie. But she would not go in there, so I had to go pick her up from school. But there was several little things that Angela done through her lifetime, but she was special to us because, like I said, she was our first little baby, and we just loved her to death, and we still love her to death. But time goes on. Everybody takes their own avenues in life, and we all do our own things, but we still remember the good times and what all happened then. And she created a lot of good times for us because she was such a sweet little girl with her little kinky little blonde hair. She was a beautiful baby. And anyway, I do want to wish her a happy birthday today, and I hope you've had a blessed day today, and get you some asparagus and some of these fresh vegetables while they're coming off. They're so good. They're so much better than those that we get in a can. And when I go to Sam's, I load up, and sometimes I get too much stuff I have to share with people, but I enjoy my fresh vegetables and fruit and stuff. You have a blessed day, and we'll be talking to you in a few days. Go with the Lord. Keep your chin up and live for Him.